Welcome students. In this video we'll be talking about Python programming. I'm gonna be showing you a small interesting Python program called an anagram checker. So an anagram is a word or phrase formed by rearranging the letters of a word. For example, let's say you have something like listen, and then you rearrange the letters, and the letters can have space in between, or it's like a sentence. For example, conversation run on and there is a space in between. We can allow those in this program, and then you rearrange them. You rearrange the letters or the phrase, and then you form another word or another sentence, another phrase. I'm gonna show you how to do that using Python. So please subscribe. So this Python program checks if two given strings are anagrams of each other. The program will ignore spaces and is case insensitive, making it a robust for various input formats. So some of the key features of this Python function or this Python program, like we see here, this is the function the main function is that is case insensitive. It's going to handle both uppercase and lowercase letters. It will ignore space. It recognizes anagrams even when space are present, and is efficient because it uses Python's built-in sorting and comparison capabilities for simplicity and efficiency. As you can see here, we have a function called anagrams, and it's defined with two strings, string 1 and string 2. First, we're going to remove the space and we're going to convert all the characters to lowercase. Then we're going to compare both strings, and we're going to we're going to create lists of all the sorted versions of the rearrangements of the letters for each of the phrase or words that we were just talking about. So now let's talk how the anagram checker function works. The anagram checker function are anagrams, the one that we just see here. I'm going to share this Python code online in the description, so make sure you look at it more in detail. So the anagram checker function are anagrams is designed to determine whether the two given strings, string 1 and string 2, are anagrams of each other. So what we're doing is we're rearranging the letters of one string to see if it matches the other string. So this is the step process. So the function takes two arguments, like I said, string 1 and string 2, which we're going to compare. First, what we're gonna do, so as you can see, the first part is we have this line here, string 1 and string 2 equals a string 1 dot replace, and we have a space. So this one here, this is part of the input preparation, and I have it here, this here. So look at it. So what we're doing here is the first thing we're doing is we're taking out any spaces by using the replace method. We're taking out the space, and we're taking out the space using the replace method. Here you can see it here. The second thing we're doing, we're converting each character to lowercase using the lowercase method. So this makes the function case insensitive. So both using removing the spaces, removing the spaces makes will not affect the anagram check, and also by doing lowercase, it will make the function case insensitive to uppercase and lowercase letter, and we're gonna make them equivalent. So now at the last line of the code of the function is this one here: return sorted string 1 equal sorted string 2. So sorted is a built-in Python function. It's a sorting function, and return means the end of the function is the return method of the R anagrams of our R anagram function. So we have so after normalizing the input strings, where we remove the spaces and convert every character to lowercase, what we will do is we're going to sort the characters in each string, string 1 and string 2. Then we're gonna, this is done using the sorted built-in function. What it does is it sorts each string 1 and string 2 in ascending order, and it will make a list of ascending order characters. This sorting is a key step because anagrams, like by definition, have the same characters in different orders. By sorting both strings, string 1 and string 2, both strings should become identical if they truly are anagrams. And by doing this equal sign here, we're comparing the list of strings, the list of sorted strings, using the equality operator. If the lists are identical, it means that the original strings, the inputs that we were given to the function, that means that those are anagrams of each other, and the function will return true. If they are not identical, that means that the function returns false. Now let's look at the efficiency and simplicity of our R anagram functions. The function leverages the Python's built-in string methods and sorting capabilities, which make it both simple and efficient. The case insensitivity makes it make the function be able to ignore case differences, so that's very good. The white space handling, that gets rid of makes rid of the spaces, so it doesn't interfere with the anagram checking. And it's very efficient because the sorting is computationally efficient for the typical size of the strings that we're using for the inputs. This approach ensures that the function can handle a wide range of inputs and reliably determine if the two strings are anagrams. So the beginning, we have test cases. We're going to do a test function also to check if our R anagram function is correct. So here we have we have a test case list, like we were seeing, listen and silent. If those two are anagrams, it will return true. If it's triangle and integral are anagrams, will return true. Apple, pale, false. Dormitory, dairy room, true. Conversation, voices, random, true. Hello, billion, false. And of course, here we're going. This is the test. It's just a way of printing whether our tests fail, whether our anagram function is failing or not. Well, let's explain it to you. So let's understand the test function. The test anagram checker function is designed to validate the functionality of the R anagram function by running a series of predefined test cases, the ones that I just showed to you, for the ones that at the beginning of the lesson. So this one here, these are the test cases, listen, silent, this one here. So it is composed of the test case. The test case function has three inputs: the two strings to compare if they're anagrams, and also the expected result. If it's true, that means that if they're both anagrams or not. And then it will return something. If that matches the expected result, it will say pass, 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 or fail. If it passes all the tests, that means that we have a good function, a good R anagram function. So, like I said, the first string is the first string to be compared, the second string is the second string to be compared, and the third is the expected result. It's a Boolean value indicating whether the two strings are expected to be anagrams or not. It's true or false. And now here is how we're going to handle the results of our R anagrams function. So the function iterates through each test. So each of these tests, we're gonna iterate through each of these tests and see whether it's valid or not, if our R anagram function is valid or not. So it's using a for loop function. It's a for loop. Here we can see it goes through each test case. It calls so in each test case it calls the R anagrams, the one that the main function that we're using, and it stores this in a result. Then we have an assert method, and that assert method, what it does is that the result from our R anagram function is compared to the expected value. The expected value is the one that we input to the test function, what we expect for it to be an anagram or not. If the result matches the expected outcome, the test passes. If not, an assertion error is raised with a message indicating whether the test case failed, displaying input strings, the expected result, and the actual result. And if everything goes well, we will print a confirmation. If the test passes, a confirmation is printed to the console indicating the test was successful and showing the input strings and the result. And of course, at the end, we can, to call the test case and to test all the cases, we can call a test anagram checker, our checker function, to test all our cases and verify accuracy of our anagram function. So in conclusion, the test anagram checker function serves as an essential verification tool to ensure the correctness and reliability of our anagram function. By systematically evaluating different scenarios, it confirms that the function behaves as expectedly as across a range of inputs. As you can see, we cover both positive and negative cases. Sometimes we listen in silent, definitely, because if you rearrange listen, and you can rearrange it to be silent. And hello and billion had nothing to do with it. So definitely the expected result should be false. And of course we get an actual result to be false. So it definitely passes the test once we confirm it. I'm going to show you the code right now on Python idle. Since we cover positive and negative cases, we ensure the program accurately distinguishes between anagrams and non-anagrams. So here we have, this is the code that I'm telling you about. We're going to run it. I already run it, but this is the R anagram, the main function. This is our test function with all the test cases: listen, silent, triangle, integral, whether it's true or false, whether we expect them to be an anagram or not. Here's the for loop to test each test case. And here we call that our checker function, this one here, so we can check each of the test cases. So now let's run it. Run module. So here we have listen silent, result true. That means that they are anagrams. Triangle integral, they are anagrams. Apple pale, definitely false, because Apple and Pale, they fail to be anagrams. Dormitory, dirty room, true, they're anagrams. Conversation, voices run on. Result, true. Hello billion definitely has to be false because it's nothing to do with it. So result equals false. That is correct, yes. So as you can see, we check our anagram function and we got the expected results that we were supposed to get. So remember, an anagram is created by rearranging the letters of a phrase or another word or a group of letters. So thank you for watching. I hope you learned a lot, and please subscribe and see you soon for our next lesson. Thank you very much.